Hi there, I'm John from CNCKing.com, and today we'll make a custom polycarbonate stencil. My company makes custom stencils on everything from plywood to stainless steel. In this case here it's polycarbonate, which is basically bulletproof glass. And it might look a little bit rough. It's just because we have the protective coating on the front and the back of it. And what that does is all of these sort of rough marks that you see here, the staining, is actually not on the stencil itself. It's actually on the protective plastic on both sides of it. And I like to leave it on and ship it this way. One, the aesthetics don't really matter for stencils, but more importantly, it means that the customer can use this here with a roller paint, which is the purpose of using something this thin. And once the paint dries, all they have to do is take off the plastic and they have a brand new stencil. So this is like the easiest way to clean a stencil is just take the plastic off after the first run of it. Now as to the resolution we get on the stencil, it's exactly the same as what we did with the same stencil actually out of stainless steel a couple months back. It doesn't really matter what machine or what process we use, they all have the same resolution, the same precision. The only difference would be maybe the size of the beam. The beam on your laser is it's thinner than a piece of hair, and with the water jet it's maybe 1/16 roughly, depending on the specs. So as you can see here, everything's nice and clear, and the thickness is 0.02 inches, which is, you know, maybe half a millimeter thick. So it's incredibly thin. So in this case here, the customer wanted this to be able to roller paint on the wall and on wine barrels. And the stainless steel one we made earlier is actually for using with flame. So they could actually use a torch and burn it into the custom barrels that they make. So what are the design options or limitations when it comes to custom stencils? There aren't really any limitations. It really comes down to how much material you have that we're cutting out and what are we using to support it. For instance, let's say we're cutting off a circle here, and you'll notice that the inside part will fall out. So what we need to do is put a bridge material between it. Now the bridge thickness and the spec for that will be different based on the machine we use and the material we're using. So let's say we're using 1/2 inch stainless steel to make a really crazy stencil. You'll need more bridge material because of the kerf of the cutting process, regardless of the machine we use, than something very thin as this polycarbonate stencil. So if you're looking for custom stencils, any shape, any size, any design, any font, contact me at CNCKing.com. We'll make it for you and ship it right to your door.